Hello everybody, this is Gregory with How I Lost Over 100 Pounds and I've kept it off 30 plus years. Dawn version, I'm recording here right when the sun's coming up, where there's no hesitation in your weight loss and maintenance. Today we're going to continue the series 20 kitchen items that aid with my weight maintenance and talk about eggs. Now before we begin, if you need help with weight loss, especially from the psychological point of view, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out my website, Naturopathic Earth, which has hundreds of articles and recipes. My podcast, The Awakened Man, which has been around since 2017. My 2 books, and if you really appreciate my content, there is a link for PayPal. All right, eggs. I eat eggs. The funny thing is, I eat eggs probably 4 times a week and never for breakfast because I fast. I don't eat till 3 o'clock every day since 2014, but I Brenner it. I eat breakfast for dinner quite a bit. So like, for example, last night I had eggs with spinach and onions, and I like to put ketchup. I'm one of those guys who puts ketchup in eggs, I know. But eggs are amazing. Why are eggs amazing? The obvious things is that they're little protein balls. If you look at a typical egg, and ideally you want to get pastured eggs. I know they're $4 or $5 a carton depending where you live, but there's some studies that show that 1 pastured egg is the equivalent of eating 12 regular conventional eggs. But an egg has about 80 calories, 5 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat. And it's got no carbs, clearly, because it's an animal product. It's gluten-free, obviously. And so they're great little protein balls. You can hard boil it and take it with you. Again, I like to cut mine up. I love deviled eggs as well, but I cut them up and dip them in ketchup or mustard. I do it with mustard too. Not a big salsa guy. And there's so many ways you can eat it: hard boiled, scrambled. You can put it raw in a smoothie, whatever you want to do. But they got great stuff. It's got high in choline. It's filled with amino acids. It has a lot of good HDL in it, which is essentially high density lipoproteins are the kind of cholesterol that's like a vacuum. It goes around and sucks up a lot of the plaque that's in your arteries. It does have a little LDL, which leads to that plaque, but overall the benefits of the HDL outweigh the LDL issues. It can fight cancer. It's really good for your bones. As I mentioned, it's 0 carbs, so it's a perfect item for kind of like the keto diet or the carnivore diet and so forth like that. And so it can help with weight loss. It can help protect your eyes and fight against cataracts. It's really good for your brain, going back to the choline and the different minerals that are in your eggs. So look, guys, it's also good for your hair and nails as well. It's got some good vitamin B's in it. But the main reason I think you should eat a lot of eggs is, as I mentioned, it's like they're tasty. Put some salt and pepper. I put turmeric on it too. They're tasty, they're versatile, and they have no carbs, and they have a lot of good ingredients in it that make it a useful weapon in your desire for weight loss and weight maintenance. The thing is that eggs fill you up too. It's not like boxes of cereal, Pop-Tarts, all the carb-heavy foods. They don't really fill you up because they're all carbs. We know carbs don't fill us up, but when you can't eat an entire T-bone steak. And same thing, you could probably eat 4 or 5 eggs, especially if you whip it up with some stuff in it, like an omelet. But it's substantive. It will fill you up, and it's something that can fill you up that has no carbs at all. And going back to the previous episode, you sprinkle some chia seeds. If you want to put some different types of cheese on it, goat cheese, whatever kind of cheese you want to do, that's great. So clearly, if you put ketchup on it, it's kind of break the your keto thing. But there's certainly, you could put salsa doesn't have a lot of carbs, mustard doesn't have a lot of carbs. You can just eat it as is. But eggs are awesome. As I mentioned, eat them pastured. Get the pastured eggs, and then eat them for dinner if you want. Eat them for lunch if you're not fasting. Eat them for breakfast. But find ways to get it into your diet, because it's an amazing food that you should use every, at least 4 or 5 times a week. Guys, post in the comments. Let me know what you think about eggs. I'd love to hear from you. Hit the notification, subscribe, and share button. Until next time, take care. God bless and pray.